Hello. I'm a little bit off frame. I've done that. Is this finally 50 Shades? No, it's not 50 Shades. We're not doing that tomorrow. So I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. Also, welcome everyone. I wasn't planning on streaming tonight. But plans changed. And as tempting as it is to get more of my Spielberg rewatches done or play video games, I do have to record 2 streams after midnight episodes tomorrow. And if I stream doing other stuff and don't watch those movies, I am going to get no sleep. And I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. So I am doing the responsible thing, and the main thing we're going to do on the stream is watch the movies that I'm doing tomorrow. So I'm not going to start that right away. I've got a couple of little things I want to do, and we can casually hang out for a little bit. And then we're going to watch at least one of those 2 movies. If I get tired and want to sleep before I watch the other one, then so be it. But either that, or we'll watch both movies, and I can sleep late. That's the goal, right? That's the goal I have in mind. Isn't that right, Firefly? Yeah, Firefly's all on board. Okay. Yeah, good cat. Good cat. Yes, and I had a very hectic night with technical difficulties trying to edit the comics podcast. So it's been a very wacky day. Well, films, so I don't know what order we're watching them in yet. How about we go Girl with All the Gifts? We'll watch that first. And if we watch a second, it'll be Gretel and Hansel. That second one is definitely one that'll need to be rented if you're joining in, I think, because it's relatively recent. I don't think it's on any streaming services yet. Firefly. Don't be a menace. Sometimes you're so desperate for attention, cat. Sometimes you're desperate for attention. I've been so busy today, I know I've not been able to give you that much attention. Yes. That's not entirely true. I can literally hug you as I'm doing this, which means I was probably doing that during the comics podcast at some point. So you get some attention out of me. Suggested with Gretel and Hansel, the boy too. What? How dare you? How dare you? Now, Gretel and Hansel's meant to be good. And Alison claims that Girl with All the Gifts is good. In fact, you know what? I'm going to put that in the title, because if she sees it, she'll freak out. That's Amazon's pick. Well, you're going to be watching a different movie then, aren't you? Okay, save that. Hey, boy. Right. I've got 2 PCs on right now, so I'm having to think about where I'm putting what. And I do have Photoshop open. I'm trying to make a thumbnail. Because we had so much fun doing that yesterday. I've already done the solicits one. I'm trying to make a thumbnail for just for the general news stuff on the comics channel. Color scheme. Did I do the same color scheme as solicits? Maybe. What was the color scheme for the solicits? What was that? I tried Yakuza 0 before, Bob. I wasn't really that into it. It was a bit too cutscene heavy from what I played. For my tastes. Yeah, they're separate color schemes. So, solicits had. Wait, hold on, I'm in solicits. No, the web in solicits. Am I? Yes, okay. Take that away. Put this one on. Right. So, news had yellow text with a purple background. So, solicits, I'm thinking. I mean, I played a couple hours of it, but it wasn't just the opening cutscenes. And what I played of the combat, I wasn't super into. I think is my biggest gripe with it, honestly. Uh, what was the other eye-catching color? It was pink, wasn't it? Could make the news pink. The background. What does the background be with a pink text? I don't know. I'm not super into beat 'em ups. No. Complement of pink is green. So we're going Hulk colors then. Is what you're telling me. Actually, isn't this just the opposite of my other one though? Have I just flipped them? On. No, it was yellow on purple. Then I'm doing pink on green. I suppose I should let you see. I won't be doing this for long. This is not going to be as work heavy tonight. I have movies to be watching, but I do have. We good? I'll move that over there actually. Right. So as solicits, nice and simple, going horizontal to make it different from the reviews. Not a lot of thought, or a lot of thought, but not 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 a lot of complexity. Really simple, bold yellow text standing out. News going with the current color scheme is that, which I guess is very jokery. What do you use? Oh, color calculator, very fancy. I'll move this over here though so I can see his Photoshop. Right, so if I'm using pink, complementary is yellow, but that's kind of what the other one is. Monochromatic is that. Interesting. Split complementary. Interesting. Interesting. Well, maybe I'll try it in stream at some point, Bob. I could go very different with this though. Maybe instead of this, I do something with a white outline, so it's a completely different type. Because I probably make the color a bit darker. Get out. Do 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 do. That's not bad. bit more complementary rather than contrasty. And yeah, I think a darker. A slightly lighter sort of blue teal or the darker blue. Thoughts? Thoughts, David, my advisor? Yeah, so we're going to be watching well, at least one movie, maybe two, but movies I'm doing for streams. We start with Girl with All the Gifts, if you want to go in dark, low saturated blue. Yeah, that's good. I need different images for this though. I need Easy Comics July 2020 solicits, which don't really. Oh, the original July 2020 solicits gone from Newsarama? That sucks. How about June? Alright, June's is still there. Was there July solicits? I can't remember. Maybe there wasn't. Wait, was there no Supergirl on the solicits for that month? Alright, in that case then, let's go with May. That's a very short round of Purge and Warzone. What did I miss? Oh, not much. Just talking about what we're watching tonight. Starting with Girl with All the Gifts, because I'm watching movies for Screams tomorrow so I can sleep late. Is my plan. Oh, here we go. Oh, Supergirl 42 was originally solicited for May. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Da, da, da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. And the Terrifics. Go with this image. Nice and simple. So one. It's not the last issue, but it's the same month. It's fine. There we go. And what I'll do, actually no, I'll put that one on top just because I lined that up properly. Okay. I'll go back to normal screen. And I'll save that. I already edited all the parts of that I'm going to put up separately as from the episode that's going up tomorrow. Well, up today for patrons. So that's me. That's all I wanted to do. I want to get that done. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, fire in the sky. I'll do that right now. Let me just close this down and... yes, save, save, save. Save all these things. Oh, that thing's done over there. Good. Right, okay. I'll search for the movie then. Let me mute desktop audio. So it's just my voice and nothing else. And then I will go to the YouTube. And we will look at the... Right, fire on... Wait. It was fire in the sky, right? You still want me to do that? I'm not actually getting a trailer on YouTube. It's just a static screen when I click on the buy and the rent. Let me add a trailer to my search. If I click buy or rent, it just gives me buy and a rent an option. If I click on the thumbnail, I just get the poster. It's not playing anything for me. I've seen that done with other movies though. This must be just a regional thing. It's very odd. Yeah, look, just give me that. On IMDb, you may be right. We'll go have a look. Fire in the sky. It's kind of weird not to find a trailer on YouTube, to be honest. It's kind of like one of the main things it's used for after cat videos. It's not popping up. Usually there's like a pop-up thing for any videos that are associated with it. You know what, I'll just Google Fire in the Sky trailer. Bound to show up. Oh no, I've got a YouTube link here. It's like 2 minutes though. Alright. Let me know if you hear any of this, because I've got it playing through my speakers, but it's muted on the thing. So I actually found it on YouTube, but via YouTube, or via Google. Got some lie detector tests going. November 5th, 1975. Snowflake, Arizona. I like this trailer so far because it's not a bunch of quick scenes. It's actually telling a story by building up the intrigue. The Robert Lieberman film. Hey, Robert Patrick. It's giving me a lot of credits for a trailer, though. I'll say that much. I've got a feeling this might be a trailer that was edited later after the era, because the way the text is coming up feels newer. It feels like that was done later. I think this is longer than the one you told me you were wanting me to watch. This one was just over 2 minutes. Yeah, the fonts look modern. It looks good though. No, it's a trailer. It was definitely a trailer. Uh, it was a well put together trailer as well, I thought. No, it didn't. I've got a funny feeling I'm going to like this trailer that I watched more than this is teaser trailer, admittedly, but it was 2 minutes long. It featured multiple characters being interviewed, and kind of building the intrigue of them hiding something. I thought it was quite effective in doing that, actually. Oh, been messaged. I mean, it's about aliens, regardless of what other genres it might fall into. So, I think we can justify it for race at some point. I've heard of Fire in the Sky before. I've heard people on forums for years talk about how it scared them as kids and whatnot. It was one that I just never. So I think it's one of those things where I maybe saw it in the video store when I was a kid, a couple times, and just never quite picked it for whatever reason. Even though the premise appeals to me. Yeah, for some reason, searching Google actually yields more results than actually searching YouTube, which is weird. Especially given Google own YouTube, and you would think the search function on YouTube would be up to standard, but apparently not. Apparently not. Cool. Cool. I mean, can they really feel like a failure if they were rich enough to just buy the biggest video provider on the planet? I mean, I wouldn't feel too bad about that. Hmm. That's true. It's not even half a Star Wars. I may be of the opinion that Star Wars is overvalued. I mean, it isn't really. It makes a lot of money. So it's not overvalued in that sense. But I think what I mean is I think it's overvalued by the people of the world. The fact that it makes so much money to me is an example of it being overvalued by everyone else. I'm just being grumpy. You know what I mean. Obviously, from a business perspective, it's not overvalued. In fact, and they got a bargain with the amount of money they've made. It's not even like everything's been doing well. It's like, the movies kind of started to dwindle, and Solo did not perform well at all by the standard of a big modern summer blockbuster.
Words are not my area of expertise. That's why I podcast.
Thanks, Rude Boy. It is most appreciated. Look at David's health going down. I love it. I love it. That's a significant chunk out of that bar now. Doesn't just feel like it's chipping away anymore. Yes. Oh, would you like a trailer or you want some blurbs for the tournaments? What you feeling? Who's my push push firefly? Where's my push push? I'm just petting the cat. Yes. Yes. I'm still getting used to that new audio soundbite that plays at the 10. I'm so used to them pretty much all being Tim. That genuinely caught me off guard a little bit. Playing the keyboard on the cat. Yeah, good on you, Firefly. I like vanilla trailer. I wanted you to see Cloak and Dagger 8's movie trailer, but I can't find it. It stars Henry Thomas and Dabney Coleman. I feel like if I search Cloak and Dagger, I'm going to get tons of the TV show. Cloak and Dagger movie trailer 1984 by the auto search. I found one, I think. Cloak and Dagger trailer. 2 minutes 6 seconds, 7 years ago it was put up. I think that's what you're looking for, but yeah, I was like a kid from ET, from my vague memories of what he looks like.
Think you can break the code?
Yeah, it says trailer.
The key is how to get to it. I think I got an idea.
Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I'm broadcasting audio. I know, I noticed. Right, okay. Audio's muted. I fixed it. It does sound like it. This does seem like a scene, actually. I was expecting it to start going up. There's a... I've stopped that one. There's a 37-second trailer, which I assume is just a teaser. Oh, and there's a movie to buy or rent. Let's see if that plays a trailer. Ah, this plays a trailer. Oh, this is playing the same thing. The actual Google like buy or rent thing's playing the same clip. Let me click through it. Let's see if it changes. Nah, this is just a scene. I actually think it's a combination of two scenes. Nah, I can't find it. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not counting that. You can get another trailer. Oh. In that right, Firefly. Yes. What's weird is that it's listed there like multiple times. Although it says YouTube movie, so I guess that's... Well, the fact that YouTube have got a clip as the trailer maybe tells you that even they couldn't get a trailer. As bizarre as that is. That makes some sense. Oh, hold on. David's linked me. Something went wrong. That didn't work. Let me unmute my desktop audio. A kid and his imaginary friend fight spies after the kid finds codes in a video game. That does sound like the sort of 80s kids movie that I would get into. Or that I would have been into as a kid. I'd probably still enjoy it now. I mean, it may not stick with me the same way if I'd actually seen it as a kid, but... Right, Firefly, get up. My leg's sore. Oh. Oh, my leg. All right. Reminder. Just put a reminder out for tomorrow's Patreon Buffy commentary stream. Community. You found a trailer? Go on, now. What am I doing? I'm going to mute the desktop audio first. Because I'm not a fool. I'll make that mistake once in a night. And hopefully not get sued. The Principal. 1987. Trailer. 2 minutes 11. Let's click on it and find out. TriStar Pictures. This looks right. It's Belushi, right? You're right, the voice does make it sound like it's a comedy. These kids look like they're pushing 30. Like more so than usual. Half of them have facial hair. Here's Suburban Decay. Yeah, I've never heard of this. You know what's funny? Is that the footage itself does not actually make it look like a comedy. It's just the music and narration. The actual on-screen elements look quite serious, like he's like in a dangerous school that he may get stabbed in at any point. All right. Yeah, I've never heard of this episode. I mean, I remember you telling me about it the other night, but I don't. Like, I'd never heard of this before. I do love discovering movies from eras like this. What was Firefly? What are you doing? I may have to feed the cat before I start the movie, which we'll do soon. Would you say that the majority of them are the students are the good guys, or the teachers are the good guys, or was it an even 50-50 split? I'm curious. Who are we rooting for typically across this list? 50-50? Okay. I'll accept that. That's fair. Because that was definitely a route for the teachers. Oh, I've heard of Class of 1984. I've not seen it, but I think I only know it because of some label put out a Blu-ray of it, and it was one that I considered buying at some point. Firefly. What are you doing? I think the faculty kind of counts. It maybe falls into a subcategory where one side has been taken over by something, but it's not like I'd say that counts along with like Cooties in a similar vein. Yeah, I think so. Oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, good. In the US, I mean. Hey, Elsa. Welcome to the stream. Come on, Firefly. The people want to see you. Yeah. Let's reenact the Platoon front cover. No? Oh, okay. Okay. He's not in the mood for my shenanigans right now. I think it's either give me snuggles or give me food. I will not accept anything but those two things. Anything else is an affront to my existence. Ooh. Wait, Cindy? Hey, Cindy. You say that as if you hadn't made your presence known yet. Lying in wait. Yeah, little minx. Where's my button? Here's my button. Hey, Sheldon. Firefly. Firefly. Sorry, my dogs are a hassle today since we got a bunch of bugs outside. That's okay. He just popped in out of nowhere is all. Alright. Put your tail in there. I'm just tucking your tail in because it was in an awkward position where it was bending back. I was thinking of your comfort, Firefly. You know he's purring away, he's all happy, but he's really fussy at times. I've been listening since you were doing Photoshop. Yeah, Elsa missed some Photoshop, she was disappointed. Oh. Ow. Have you heard of the movie Toy Soldiers 1991 starring Sean Astin, Will Wheaton and Lou Gossett Jr.? Terrorists take over the boys' boarding school filled with misfit teens. I haven't. That's the sort of thing that I wish I'd saw. Do you know, I saw a movie when I was a kid, and I've never been able to remember the name of it. It was about a young girl who, like, occasionally runs away to this, like, model home that, like, I don't know if someone she knew actually owned it because they were a realtor or something like that, but, you know, it was like, that's, you know, a home that you show to potential buyers. But it was kind of like a Home Alone style knockoff where as she's out there hiding, some bad guys end up taking refuge in it, and she ends up having to, like, sort of sneak around and kind of fight back. And I've never been able to remember what the movie, and I don't know if it was any good because I saw it so young that it may be terrible. Like, it may be a movie that's terrible, but it has this weird, was it a comedy? I don't know if it was a straight up comedy. Like I say, Home Alone, not a Christmas movie, but Home Alone is probably the thing that it was ripping off the most. So I don't know if it was some just little cheap direct-to-video thing, probably, but obviously at that age I couldn't tell the difference because I'm an idiot. Because children are idiots. A kid. Monster Squad I saw much later. I've never actually seen The Wiz. Monster Squad I saw, like, in my 20s. Home Alone is a Christmas movie. Did I? I don't think I said otherwise. I was comparing something to it and saying that this other thing was not a Christmas movie, but I would still compare it to Home Alone because it's kid versus bad guys. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff from the 80s that I grew up on, but not everything from the 80s did kind of make it onto, like, TV, or at least not at a time where I caught them anyway. Yeah, Wolfman's Got Nards. Matt loves that movie. What if there's a list on kids versus bad guys? Actually, kid versus criminals movies. Alone knockoffs. Nice. Nah, this is giving me any proper results. Oh well. I'll just go on wondering. Yeah, I don't think I'd have liked Wes Anderson if I watched them when I was young. But I really like... I like Life Aquatic. I love Moonrise Kingdom. I always confuse Toy Soldiers with Tape, I think it's... Tap, sorry. About Kid Soldiers. Toy Soldiers... Oh, I'm thinking of Small Soldiers. You know, I'm confusing it with something else. I actually read that as Tape. All I could think about was that Rothrock movie. Tape. Yeah, Toy Soldiers is an 80s thing. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. Feeling fair play. Do you remember any details about that movie you're trying to recall? The only thing I remember, believe it or not, no actor name. I remember a scene where she's stealing food from the kitchen, and she like has like a little like a toy. I think it's a monkey. No, it's not a monkey. It's like a little toy that does it that yodels, and she has it. She sends it down like a little string, like a zip line, to try and get food. I think that was a scene in this movie. It was a model house. It was probably 90s given the age I was at the time, but I mean, I can't be totally sure. Maybe the late 80s. Well, the bad guys at? Oh, I can't remember. I must figure out this movie. Yeah, I have because I have no idea if it was like just some little cheap directed video thing that I just happened to rent from the rental place, or if it was something anyone else had ever actually seen. I have no idea. No idea. I don't know. I've basically told you all I can remember. I like. I don't even remember why she ran away to this house. Was she just being a weird kid? Was it because her parents were having marital issues? I don't know. Uh, but she was sort of staying up in like the attic area of this like model house. But I'm sure there was bad guys downstairs. If not, it's first eventually. Maybe I had a dream about a girl. Oh no, it was definitely a movie. It was definitely a movie. I have not seen Parent Trap. No. Even that's not the original. There's definitely a Parent Trap that's like from the 60s or something like that. What is it? All right. I remember them kind of being a big deal when I was young, but not like to a great extent. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I've literally told you everything I can remember about this movie. I remember the general sort of idea of her sneaking around upstairs in this house, and there was a toy that yodeled. That went, I can't do it. I can't yodel, but there was a toy that yodeled, and she would like steal food from the kitchen and stuff. And there was bad guys. Hmm. No, there was nothing weird like that. It wasn't like a movie with a twist or anything like that, or some sort of weird theme. No, there was no making toys. Alright, I'm gonna go feed Firefly, who's hungry. And when I get back, we'll be starting the movie, Girl with All the Gifts. So if you're joining in, it's on Netflix in the US, I believe. Hey Fletcher, welcome to the stream. Good timing actually. I'm just gonna go feed the cats, and then come back and maybe set up the movie. I literally don't remember anything else. I saw this when I was like single digits once. This was back around the time I'd be watching Three Ninjas movies and shit like that. Oh, let me mute my audio. You think it's called remote? Okay, that link's not working, Cindy, because for some reason links don't work for me when I tab them. Let me try it this way. That didn't work either. Tell me what that is I'm looking for, Cindy. Remote on YouTube. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's maybe it. I remember it being a girl. It could be this. Yeah, Cindy, you get points. Cindy gets points. It's real. It exists. I think that's it. Die Hard scenario. I mean, what is Home Alone if not Kids Die Hard? Like, I mean, when you think about it. All right, I'll be back in a second, guys. We'll go feed the cats. So we're doing The Girl with All the Gifts on, which is on Netflix for the US. I'll be back in a second. I'm here. I am, yeah, but the creator of the format is clearly delusional, so it's GIF. I will accept nothing else. And I'm not watching through the PC, so GIF audio will play. I don't know how much of a factor that is in the temptation to tip or not, but GIF audio was not muted. Yes, I agree. They're wrong. How dare they? Damn cats. I should put headphones for this one. How long does it take to kill David? He's getting close though. When it gets to around 10,000, I have to reset it to 10,000. Otherwise, the next stream boss will have that amount of health that this one is currently. Well, this one was at. So I do have to manually change it to 10,000 so that it's back to 10,000 normally. But he's getting there though. Rude Boy's $10 tip earlier took off that chunk, which ain't too bad now. So we're getting there. I think David will definitely be dead. Probably dead to the month. He did earn the big lead, but he also, in one single tip, killed the overkill rule because clearly it was a bad idea. I thought, oh, that'll be nice, and people won't hold back necessarily. Maybe it'll be a few extra dollars here or there. And David just made it so that it was impossible to kill him the following time. Do you know, I couldn't find the very good. I couldn't find my recording of the Arnold tier video. Now that's not a terrible thing because I can just get it off the stream if I can't find it still. But I couldn't find my recording of it locally. I must have accidentally deleted it because I was going to edit it the other day. So I'm probably going to have to download the stream that it was on and just cut it out from that. Which means the quality will be slightly less than it would have been otherwise, but not by much. What's the bar at anyway? 173. I'd put a goal on that for tonight, but I can't think of anything to be honest. Like, not for the full bar, obviously. I'm not expecting that, but like, I don't know, something. Vibrant again. Oh, it's my battery. Just my battery. That's fine. Okay. Okay, this is nice. That's nice. I'm comfortable. I've angled the couch a bit more this time. Maybe this is the optimal arrangement. I still kind of miss being at the end though, so I could lean on the side. 174. Yeah, this is for streams. This is why we're watching it, so I can get more sleep after the stream, as opposed to having to still watch 2 movies after the stream. Or after I wake up, for that matter. We may watch both movies I need to review tomorrow, but we're starting with Girl with All the Gifts. The Girl with All the Gifts. Which was actually the Patreon vote winner. So people voted for this movie. This wasn't a landslide victory like Rumpelstiltskin, though. This was more, close. There's been a few. Out of the 4 options, 3 of them were pretty close. There was like one of the 4 was just kind of like with nothing, but the other 3 were all pretty neck and neck, back and forth throughout the month. The new votes will be up soon. In fact, I'll probably make a point of doing them on Monday. Yeah, I'll probably have to watch Remote at some point on stream just because we found it now. We found what the movie was. Thank you, Fletcher. It's always appreciated. In Spanish, it's called Melanie Zombie Apocalypse. It's pretty funny. When is the Rump review going to be out? Let me check my release schedule. A few weeks yet. It's actually going to be early June. Early June. 2 episodes this coming week. At least one of which is mostly Tim without video because he had a bad couple of weeks of internet. Oh. I think Freddy vs Jason is also one like that, yeah. They're kind of sprinkled throughout. But there's a few coming up where Tim's not going to have video. And I think Tim needs the weekend off next week, so... Parents is the... Unless things change, which they're always subject to, Parents should be the second movie next week. So Friday, Saturday time, kind of next week. But again, things are subject to change, just in case. Saw the trailer, I'm not in mood for zombies, but I'll hang out. That's cool. I'm trying to think of a goal for the bar. We've not had one for a little bit. I don't want... See, David joked about Twilight 2, and I wanted to put an extreme goal. But if for some reason I do that, and David actually does the crazy thing again, I'm going to feel really bad for goading him into it. So I'm not going to. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But I also can't be... That can't be a cheap goal, because it's also making Tim do it. So... And I had to read Doom today because of David as well, actually, so maybe I should go to many things. I've not seen it. This is the first time watch for me. Tim like Twilight though. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I can't do anything without hurting myself. That's true. Then again, David, you could pull a James Cameron with like Avatar to Titanic. The only person who could beat James Cameron was James Cameron. Oh, no worries, Sheldon. Have fun. I mean, I could do a small stakes goal at the 200 mark. A medium stakes goal at the 250 mark. Or something ridiculous higher up. Low stakes is probably a tier video. Medium stakes is... I don't know. I take take my steaks medium rare. Oh dear. You want Firefly? Everyone's talking about how they like the steak. I get it. It's funny. I get it. Um. Hmm. Hmm? 20 hang out. Also, I think I heard Wes go at the door. Hold on. Hold on. I may as well let all the cats in before we start. He was there, but back of the. His back was to the door, which is weird. Well, here he comes. Of course, he has to push the door open, like almost all the way, because he's a little diva. Yes, Wesker, you have to make an entrance. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Garrus, what are you doing? Garrus is behind the couch doing things. No, we didn't start yet. I'm thinking of a goal. Okay. I'm not gonna have two steaks. Make life simple. All right. If we had 200, I'll do a live tier video next stream. Not tonight, because movies. Yes, two steaks. If we hit 300 tonight, whoever. See, I'm tempted to say whoever kills the stream boss, but I don't want to encourage sniping. Yeah, if we have 300 tonight, whoever is in the lead for tips tonight can pick a movie for us to watch next week. But the only caveats being under a certain reasonable length, so nothing over 2.5 hours, say, and nothing snuff film levels. I'll expect Bob to win though, so I probably don't have to say that, but just in case. And nothing we've watched before, I suppose, is also. But no options, just get to pick. Yes, this could be something AD's time, Fletcher, should you win. But only for tonight. This is not a carryover thing, this is just if we do tonight. Need some steaks. I haven't played much games in a while. Need some steaks for something. Where's my pad? Can I use the Brazos cattle? Time limits raise the stakes. Yes, time limits do raise the stakes, which is why it has to be tonight. It's not like if we hit 300 in 2 streams times. I'm saying 200. I'll do a tier video next stream. And whoever's highest at the end can sort of pick something within reason for what I should do. But if we hit 300 tonight, then of winner's choice. Yeah, I mean, as long as it's something I can actually do a tier video of, because there's no point in picking something I can't talk about. It has to be something I actually can have an opinion on. But with that caveat, yes. 300 tonight. I mean, if you want us all to sit and watch porn together, I mean, I don't know what sort of exercise that's that would, the point of that would be. I mean, the answer's probably no, but the thoughts I'm using. Ugh. Right. Look at my pad. Oh. 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 It's not gonna be showing anything. Alright. Road Boys in the lead with 10. I suppose the only caveat for picking a movie would be it has to be something that can be, you know, rented at least. I'm not going on a hike and a boat trip to Iceland for the one used DVD copy of some weird, never heard of movie. Get my snacks. Alright. Let's do this then. A hike to Iceland sounds fun. I mean, it does. They need a boat though first. Can't quite just walk to Iceland directly. um. Okay. So try and make sure I can reset the stream boss around 10,000 to 10,000 exactly. Because if I can't, then it means I'm going to have to reset it after someone wins, and it means whoever stream boss next won't be able to heal themselves, and that's a really good mechanic. So that's not. So let's try and make sure I can do that. Which may not happen tonight, but I just. Right. Okay, are we ready? Let's watch the movie. I'm just setting up. The girl with all the gifts, get it paused at 0. This isn't like picking the second movie where it has to be by the credits roll. It can be whenever, really. Just before the end of the stream. So I'm paused at 0. Everyone else get paused at 0. Are you munching a nut? Give me a few more readies. Give me some readies. So I know people are good to go. So Firefly. Put the arm with you. Wesker's on this arm, you can't see him. But I'm petting Wesker right now. He's a happy cat. Wesker's being well behaved. Firefly is no. Your spot's up on the arm right now. My pad's there and my nuts. Behave yourself, Firefly. Oh, there will be discipline. I said there will be discipline. Okay. I'm going to assume we're good to go. I feel like Wesker's just on this side, on this arm. You just can't see him, he's just off screen. Garrus is on my computer chair behind me. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to assume people are ready now. I've been saying so much. You talk like Tobias when you speak to Firefly. As in Tobias Funke? There'll be consequences. Okay. I don't hear it, but is there another Tobias? The villain in Black Lightning was called Tobias, if I remember right. Alright, here we go. Go to count down 3, 2, 1 and press play. Everyone should do the same. If you're paused at 0, that is. 3, 2, 1, play. And we're getting the Warner Brothers, the classy Warner Brothers logo. Oh, this is an interesting aspect ratio. This is the this is close to the Netflix ratio of about 2 to 1. Interesting. Interesting ratio. You got Lionsgate? Oh, I didn't get Lionsgate. Shit. Okay, I get different opening logos. Hold on. Altitude logo. I'll yell things out. Apple's an apple. Poison Chef logo. Photo of cat. Photo of forest. Finger counting. Hold on. I'm going to pause. Right. So you had BFI then altitude though, right? But you had BFI then altitude. Okay, I've had it paused for a while. I'm just going to play now. Right, I paused it for a bit. Right, she's strapping on her legs. Count with her. She stopped counting. You're saying good morning. Oh, it's Dom from Expanse. Just keep commenting, sure. Morning, Sergeant Parks. That's Paddy Constantine. He's Sergeant Parks. Go on, give me some opening titles so I can read them. There's a ginger. There's a ginger. Strapped to a chair. Wonder if Connor knows him. The title. Girl with all the gifts is up. We have a title. Oh, on your Patreon. This is some serious periodic table learning here. Hardcore Matilda. It's like Matilda if they knew all the kids had powers already, so they took precautions. Oh. 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 Ah, no, no, no. Oh. Oh. Ah, no, this is not a gift. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. "29, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40." Yeah, I got closer than this. Coherence, baby. Glenn Close is a frightening woman. Hey, no fighting you two. You think the ginger is dead? This is a very heavy movie compared to normal for streams. Finally going to show us why they're so dangerous. A nerve. E-blocker gel. I was about to say, what is the stuff they keep rubbing themselves? Sanitizer? That's oddly relatable in 2020. That's her door. Yeah. That's a really good tactic of making us root for her, despite what we just saw. The movie's really solidly put together so far. It's revealing all of its seeds and teases as it goes really well. Here's your exteriors, David. It's got a pretty well-known cast, actually, so I mean, some of the budget went there, obviously, but... I don't think she's ever been outside before. Birmingham. Sweet Home Alabama. Educate you? Educate you what? Oh no, Fletcher's upset. He hates Schrodinger's cats coming up. Ah. Is this because you saw 101 Dalmatians when you were younger, Rude Boy? And she left an impression as Cruella de Vil? Is that what it is? Or actually... yeah, the Michael Douglas one. 102 Dalmatians. Yeah, I know what you're talking. I can't remember the name of it. God, what's that called? She's a crazy mistress. Oh, god damn it. I can't remember. Fatal Attraction. Oh, you just said it. But I got it. That was good. Oh, that's quick. Zombie acting? That was a little bit over the top. I'm aware of it. I've noticed it. Where's Amos? He's gonna be pissed. I do love a good winner. There was a camera cut hidden in that car, the pan after the drive-by. I respect it, but... I mean, it's counting around now, but yeah, there was a couple of sneaky ones. Yeah, but 28 days later ended up sucking by the end, so hopefully this ends better. Oh, I have no idea. Years, maybe? Over 20 years, alright. The Die of Dead remake they run. There's definitely other modern ones where they run. World War Z, I guess. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of 28 Days Later. The opening's pretty strong, but the The entire last third I really didn't like. They're hungries. Is that what they just called them? I missed that. Hungries. Interesting that the kids still have their intelligence. Are they going to lose that as they grow older, or are they always going to be smart because they were turned as kids? Also a good question, Rude Boy. Yeah, some pregnant woman got turned into zombies and still gave birth. Which would make the kids relatively rare, because, you know, I mean, obviously there's a lot of pregnant women at any one time, but compared to everyone else, yeah, like Blade, kinda, yeah. Yeah, Alison. 36 minutes and 47 seconds. Although I had different opening logos than everyone else, so the seconds might be off a bit if you plan catching up. I did say that, and then my plans got changed, so now I'm not streaming tomorrow instead. Well, I'm streaming the Buffy stream for Patreon, but not like later on, full stream. Have you seen Train to Busan, Fletcher? Because I would recommend it. In the apocalypse. Oh, Wesker's one out. I mean, that movie where they talked about how everyone uses Skype and Facebook now. So we're getting a serious version of that Shaun of the Dead scene where they're walking through the street. Okay. See, this is interesting. This is a slightly different mechanic than normal with zombies. One of the things that I really liked about Train to Busan is how all the setups of the movie had different concepts about how they have to get through certain train cars, how they play with the locations of them. I think when it comes to zombies now, it's just a case of doing something different with them. I think it's perfectly fair to be bored of zombie stuff, but I think it's largely because so many zombie things will play the same tropes. And there's some of those tropes that always seem to be there, no matter how original a lot of it might be. Alright, Wesker, I'm letting you out. Sorry, Firefly. I don't know, Alison, actually. I'm curious. Has anyone seen this before? Oh, why is she looking? Slowly move. You'd think the gunshots would pick them all up instantly. their movie silencers. True. This is definitely more of a horror movie than the trailer let on, from what I remember back when it came out. Yeah, suppressors in real life are still pretty loud. I mean, they're quieter than the gun is naked, but not to the extent movies will even make you believe. I had some Last of Us vibes from some of this actually. Wait, why Voodoo Night of the Living Dead? Night of the Living Dead's not got voodoo zombies in it. Here we go. Okay, okay, David. Yeah, I still say Night of the Living Dead is viral. It's just a different type of viral. But I get what you mean. If I was to guess how long it's been since Patient Zero, I would say about the age of the kids. And that's why they found kids when they did. Are we about to hear some really weird way that they were born? Oh. That's an interesting idea. Zombie babies eating their way out of their mothers is actually a really dark and interesting concept. Yeah, it's pretty good, Elsa. It's well directed. Good cast. Some interesting twists on the concept. Some not, some stuff is typical of the genre. But the opening was definitely more unique, though. Now that they're, sneaking around in the city trying to hide from zombies, it's a bit more of a normal zombie movie. But the opening, when it was all these kids being treated like monsters, was a really stark way to open the story. I'm not so sure about the chomping thing yet. Like Cindy said earlier, the way the zombies act is maybe the one thing that's a little bit off. You on Google Maps, everybody there? Yeah, I could see that. That's one thing I never had actually, was the Velcro strapped trainers. Not that I care really, it's observation, it just popped out in my head. It's never too late. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Oh, this music's reminded me of something else. I think maybe Devs actually. I think Devs started with music that was kind of similar to this. Yeah. Great minds, Fletcher. Great minds. Or Deus, sorry, to say it properly. I know you like the proper pronunciation. Yeah, this feels very Last of Us. Not just because of the thing being fungal, but because of the growth on everything. Oh no, don't kill. Oh no, no. She kills a cat and she's the villain of the movie. Allison, what have you done? Why have you made me watch this? Wesker, where's my Wesker? Oh. Yeah, oh, everything, FX is all on Hulu now. Oh, Wesker's left the room, that's right. I was asking for Wesker because Wesker looked the most like that cat. Garrus. So now FX, I think FX on Demand is shutting down because Disney own Hulu and FX now, so they've kind of combined them together. I'm petting Garrus because. She better kill the dog too. I want parity. Yeah, that's a nice touch. I agree. Oh no, she's nice to the dog. But cats are fair game. Ah, she's in it as bait. Okay, alright. I'm not hungry now. She's so nice and friendly, but she just ate a cat and then used a dog as bait. And the dog's probably dead now as well. An army of zombies were chasing after it. Here's all your visual effects shots, by the way, David. This is where the budget was going. She killed Naomi, that's unforgivable. That's true. There's a Lidl in the background. Oh, I already had a cat. Oh dear. Okay, Garrus, no one's gonna hurt you. Oh, the way Americans say Glasgow. Symbiote. Symbiote. Say symbiote, woman. Glasgow. 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 I don't know. It sounds weird. There's a lot of other accents that sound weird when they try to say Glasgow. And the really bad one though is when someone tries to say Glasgow. Say me Moscow. It's Moscow. Moscow. Maybe you say it properly. I hear it in movies. I hear people say it, and it sounds wrong. No, a cow's a cow. The English language is fickle. Not one rule fits all. We all know this. Very good. Very good, David. Oh shit. See, this is really starting feeling Last of Us. Should she be touching these with her bare hands? Yeah, I feel like they have to come back and torch that with some I don't know. Hey, I'm an ass. Just past the Marks and Spencer. Hmm. I'm recognizing so many things in the background. The question is she going to die believing that Melanie's worth saving, or or respecting Melanie's life, or whatever? I remember that movie. I saw the core. Yeah, our mother got infected. Basically, the maternity ward at a hospital, like all the women got infected, and all the babies ate their way out of the stomachs. Did they warn? Did the walkie-talkie they all did though and say, "Hey, by the way, Melanie's coming out and she's looking for food," because she's going to end up running into him, right? You got a pigeon. Lovely. Oh, you mean on Jim Arterton? Yeah. It's funny because she's got intelligence. She's actually more like a vampire function. And in the way that she's smart. Let's say like a bunch of these kids grew up and they were adults and they had to feed, but they still had their intelligence. That would make them functionally more like vampires. Although obviously they don't have any of the weaknesses that vampires do. Yeah, they're trying to get to rescue because their base got overrun. Oh, there's other random kids about that weren't picked up by the army. It looks like they never learned to talk. Because no one taught them, seemingly. No, it's not a shock. It's just they're just like her, but unlike Melanie, they weren't taken in by the army and taught English and taught how to do things. I've seen the original Village of the Damned, but not the remake. They've literally left a trail of food for him. I kind of love that. He's falling for her. Oh, dude, use your brain. Oh, come on. This is really funny, actually. In a dark way, but it's kind of funny that this is working. Because it's not that he's dumb enough to fall for a trap in the traditional sense, it's that he's too arrogant to assume that anyone with intelligence has intentionally done this. Oh, the store's pretty stocked. Daz Ultra on the shelves so they can clean their clothes. It's payday for him. He's like, where's Ode to Joy? Where Ode to Joy plays, he finds the porn magazines. Da, 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 da. That is true. Oh, they're like raptors. They attack from the side. This is suddenly like a dark episode of Star Trek. He didn't do it. Oh, there goes the Pringles. Saw a tub of celebrations next to his head as well. I mean, he did fall for that trap, Cindy. Uh, whoa! Did Fletcher pass out? Did Fletcher give up and fall asleep? Ah, just make sure you're alive, Fletcher. That's all. So Melanie is basically trying to become the alpha by taking on the alpha. She's a friend to our humans. And she just beat the shit everlasting piss out the alpha kid zombie in the city with a baseball bat. Oh, Glenn Close is making her last stand. Glenn, you bitch. I think that's the gist of it, Fletcher. She's out for a. She's in the market for a spinal cord and maybe a brain. This is a very anti-Glenn Close stream. I have no particular hard feelings for Glenn Close. Oh, pardon me. She said it properly. Glenn, that's how you say symbiote. Naomi is on The Expanse, and the actress who plays her was in the movie early on. And Melanie killed her. Fletcher sticking up for his for his favorite here. His good friend Glenn. Man, Glenn may have a very dark ending here. Can't even read the Born to Dance on her shirt anymore. It's so covered in blood. No, the opposite. It's spreading disease, airborne now, so that it'll actually get all the humans. I think. She's making the choice that the new generation should live while the old generation should die. There's probably some thematic elements in there to read. That's a pretty shot. Mel really is the worst. Congressional term limits. I like it. She's not a kid, David. And of course, now she's swapped roles with her. No, she's the one who has to stay locked inside and can never go out. This is, of course, ignoring the idea that the zombies will run out of things to eat if all the humans turn into zombies. Which is always a zombie conundrum, admittedly, but... Maybe these kid versions can, when they're older. That are still smart. Hard to say. Interesting. Interesting. I'm not going to spoil my thoughts, Alison, any more than I already said. I'm saving it. Can wait for the review, which you'll get in like a month. Oh. For me. Yeah, I think I'll be sleeping before I watch the second movie. The movie soundtrack had a vinyl release. Is that uncommon? I feel like a lot of movie soundtracks get vinyl releases these days. Is vinyl second movie? Not the second, not a sequel to this. But I've got a second movie I have to watch for Screams tomorrow. Oh, you like the music that much, David? Check you out. Yes, Gretel and Hansel is the second movie in question. But I think it's sleep first, movie after, meaning not on stream. You a subscriber? What did I even notice? Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to Gretel and Hansel. It may be good. Oh, I'm hoping it's good anyway. Send a thank you message to the new patron. Always nice. What's that? Close that. I'm more awake than I usually am during the late stream, so I'm giving it a 6.5. That's how you judge it? Okay. Ah, hee, ha, 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 hee, ha, ha, hee, ha, 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 ha. I'm doing an impression of the soundtrack. Which is not to make fun of it. I'm not saying it was bad. It was unique. And right, I think I can turn off this machine now. Do, 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 do. Well, I got so much quieter when that PC turned down. Do, 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 do. Sorry, David. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. I need to talk about it with Tim tomorrow. And then it'll be on the backlog for a while because we've got a little set of movies to go still. Although, Tim's taking next weekend off, I think, so the schedule will be using some of those movies up. In fact, I'm going to look at the recording schedule for a second. Oh yeah, I said it earlier, Cindy. Gretel and Hansel. Just write a score on the notepad and show it to us. So what did I have scheduled for next week? The bonus movie and another movie off the new movie list. I'll just take that new movie off. It does mean that that bonus movie is going to have to go down. So I'll discuss that with Timothy tomorrow. Okay. 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 No stream tomorrow? No, well, it's not planned anyway. I should be doing something else. Okay, right. I should go and attempt sleep. So it has been a pleasure hanging with you folks. Buffy stream is tomorrow. That's true. Yes, the Buffy stream for $5 and up patrons is tomorrow, 11 p.m. UK, 6 p.m. Eastern. Season 3, The Wish. That's the one. Alright, thank you very much, guys. I will see you next time. It's been a pleasure. Good night and goodbye.